What if I told you the person you become at 25 is built entirely on the habits you start? Right now, not later, not tomorrow. But today, miss this window and it might cost you your future. By the time I turned 25, I wasn't a millionaire. I wasn't ultra famous, but I was finally in control. Emotionally, mentally, and financially. That didn't happen by luck. It happened because of 12 powerful habits I started building early. Now I want to share the first 3 that rewired everything for me. Habit 1. Waking up at 5 a.m. sounds right, but this one, habit changed the game. Waking up before the world gave me silence, clarity, control. At 9 a.m., I was rushed, reactive, scattered. At 5 a.m., I became intentional. I journaled, I read, I planned. And I own my day before it owns me. Habit 2. The power hour every day. 1 hour. No distractions. No phone. No noise. Just deep work. 1 hour of pure focus beats 8 hours of chaotic hustle. It's not about working more. It's about working right. Habit 3. The 1% better rule. Forget overnight success. I just aim to get 1% better every single day in fitness, in mindset, in skills. Stack those gains. And in a year, you'll be unrecognizable. In the best way, you don't have time to waste. Every minute you delay builds a version of you that's just average, and you don't want to be average. You're meant for more. So if you're committed to growth, smash that like button. Make sure to subscribe, because part 2 is going to transform your mindset around money, focus, and resilience. Let's go deeper. If you don't master money before 25, it will master you. Once that trap locks in, it's brutal to escape. Trust me, I've seen it happen, and it almost happened to me. So let's get into the next 3 life-changing habits that help me break free from the paycheck to paycheck cycle and build an unshakable, growth-driven mindset. Habit 4. Track every rupee, or $1. I tracked every expense. Every coffee, every Uber, even that random 20 rupee tea. For 6 months straight. Was it obsessive? Maybe. Was it life-changing? Absolutely. Because suddenly, I knew where my money was going, and more importantly, where it shouldn't be going. Most people don't have a money problem. They have a tracking problem. Wow. Once I saw the leaks, I plugged them, and just like that, I stopped being a slave to impulse. Habit 5. Read 20 pages a day. Books gave me what school never did. Mentors I couldn't afford, mindsets I couldn't imagine, and perspectives that shattered my limits. 20 pages a day may not sound like much, but in 1 year, that's over 30 books. It's an MBA in life. For free, you want to level up your bank account? Start by leveling up your brain. Habit 6. Build emotional resilience. Life hits hard. No one teaches us how to handle the punches. So I trained myself. Meditation, stoic journaling, even therapy. Not because I was weak, but because I refused to stay broken. Your emotions are muscles. If you don't train them, they'll collapse when life gets heavy. Emergency trigger. If you don't build your emotional and financial backbone now, life will keep testing you again and again and again until you break, or finally build armor. And these habits, or that armor, the people you keep in your life after 25 can either make you rich or miserable. There is no in between. And if you don't get this right, no habit, no hustle, no self-help book will save you. The next 3 habits completely changed how I connect with people, and more importantly, how I protect my peace. Habit 7. Saying no without guilt. I used to say yes to everything. Every plan, every favor, every "can you help me real quick?" Why? Because I didn't want to disappoint people. But what I didn't realize was every time I said yes to someone else, I was quietly saying no to myself. Now, if it doesn't align with my goals, my values, or my energy, it's a no, without guilt. My time is gold, and I spend it like it matters. Habit 8. Weekly check-ins with loved ones. Life moves fast, and it's easy to forget the people who matter most. So every Sunday I pause. One call, one message. Just checking in. How are you? And this one habit deepened my relationships and reminded me, I'm not doing all this just for success. I'm doing it for them. Habit 9. Audit your circle every 90 days, every 3 months. I take inventory. Who's lifting me up? Who's draining me? Who's stuck in the same story, refusing to grow? If someone's always negative, always jealous, always complaining, I limit my access, not out of hate, but out of protection, because energy is contagious, and I want mine clean, focused, and full of purpose. Keep toxic people in your life too long, and their weight becomes your weight. Their fear becomes your doubt. Their stagnation becomes your ceiling, and it will steal your momentum, your peace, and your purpose. If this part made you reflect, drop a like to show it. Ignore your health in your 20s, and you'll pay for it in your 30s. With interest, and trust me, that debt shows up fast. In fatigue, illness, and burnout, I didn't care about my health until I got sick. In that moment, when everything felt out of control, was my wake-up call. These next 3 habits saved me, physically and mentally. Habit 10, sleep before screens. Scrolling past midnight, that used to be me. I'd wake up foggy, drained, and already behind. Now, I shut down all screens by 10 p.m., and I'm in bed by 10:30. That one change? It changed everything. Because sleep isn't just rest, it's your brain's way of detoxing. No sleep equals no focus. No focus equals no progress. Habit 11, 30 minutes of movement daily. I'm not a gym rat, but I move every single day. Walks, stretching, lifting, something. 30 minutes of movement builds more than muscle. It builds discipline, clears the mind. It keeps your body young. Can't chase dreams with a tired, aching body, so I move. Even on my worst days. Habit 12. The 80% clean eating rule. No crazy diets, no impossible plans. Just this. Eat clean 80% of the time. Home-cooked meals, whole foods, no junk. Not perfect, just consistent. This rule fuels my mind, my energy, and my drive. Because you can't go hard on your goals if your body's crashing on sugar. You don't get a second body. Once chronic illness shows up, it doesn't leave without a fight. Protect your energy. It's your edge in this world. Don't trade it for convenience or comfort. You're building a future. Make sure your health can carry you there. You're not stuck. You're just operating without a blueprint. What if I told you success is more about systems than willpower? Because here's the truth. Habits are powerful. But when they're random, they burn out. I didn't just stack habits. I built a life design system. One that runs even on my off days. This final part is where everything clicks. Let's break it down. Step 1. Build keystone habits. Waking up early led to journaling. Journaling led to reading. Reading led to clarity. One habit triggered another. That's the power of keystone habits. They create a ripple effect. You don't need 10 habits at once. You need one habit that unlocks the rest. Stack from there like dominoes. Step 2. The 3-3-3 rule. This simple rule changed how I run my days. 3 hours of deep work. No distractions, just flow. 3 small wins. Anything from sending that email to finishing a workout. 3 moments of joy. A walk, a laugh, or a call to someone I love. That's it. That's my daily system. Keeps my life intentional, not reactive. Step 3. Track and reflect weekly every Sunday. I pause. I ask myself 3 questions. What worked? What drained me? What will I change? This isn't journaling fluff. It's engineering your growth. Because without reflection, your habits don't evolve. They just repeat. Emergency trigger. Most people are living on autopilot. Busy, exhausted, directionless. And the worst part? They don't even realize it until it's too late. If you don't create your system, life will hand you one. One that benefits everyone but you. Don't let that happen. Like this video if you're ready to break the cycle. Subscribe if you're done leaving your future to chance. And drop a comment. Which of these 12 habits are you starting today? I'm reading every one, because success doesn't begin at 30. It starts now, with intention, with systems. With you, this is your blueprint. And your story is just getting started.